on to the next project. It's a Simplicity snowblower. And there is an electric starter. It's on the ground here, but it was mounted here. I took it off because in the garage I have what I think is a better snowblower, or better condition. It's in better condition. This is a Simplicity. You know, Simplicity is good, the heavy duty, solid steel. This one's, you know, a little bit of, not a little bit, but you know, the paint's coming off, a little rusty, but no holes through it. And the other one's just in better condition. It's all black. It's got yellow graphics. It looks nice, but it was missing an electric start. So I got this, you know, this thing, the handlebar is broken on the other side. I'll see if I can weld that. But I figured this has a pull start. They all have a pull start that I know of. And so this could still be started with electric start. With the pull start. Take the electric start off of this, put it on the other one, then the other one has pull and electric start. Makes it more attractive, where it's just it's a more attractive snowblower condition overall. But when I put the starter on there, it does not engage to the flywheel. I don't know why. I thought these are, you know, pretty much all the same. It mounts on there, but when this shoots out, it doesn't touch the flywheel and turn the engine over. So we're gonna put it back on here. The yard machine can just be pull start. I mean, at least you can start it. I usually use a pull start on mine, yellow one in the background, the Cub Cadet. I usually don't use electric start. It's a pain getting the extension cord out when it's snowing, you know. Just pull a rope, be done with it, then you don't have to put a cord away. So we're gonna remove the gas tank again, because it's just kind of sitting there with the bolts barely in. Move that out of the way. Get that wire out of the way. Let's put this up here, so it's not, so the fuel line is not in the way. All right. What do I do with the bolts? Here they are. And when I plug this into an extension cord and push the button, if this does not engage to the flywheel, I'm going to be scratching my head, because this is the one it came off of. I did bench test it, if that's what you're wondering, to see if the Bendix is shooting out, and it's shooting out. I just didn't try it on this snowblower, even though it came off of here, because I had a better idea. Turned out not to be such a better idea. Ended up breaking the button on it. The little button you push, there's a little spring. Drop this inside this little, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little black electronic mechanism there that the wires go to. So when you push the button, the electricity engages to go to the starter, boom, and then you let off the button, electricity stops flowing. The spring broke, so the button was just down all the time, and it would just, it wouldn't shut off. So I got this great idea, because I had a junk starter in the garbage from the day before, that I got like one push out of the button and the motor went and then nothing. Took it apart, took the whole starter apart, everything looked good, put it back together, but it still won't work. But the button was still good, so I took that button out and put it in here, and all should be good, you know, once I get this all mounted back on. But I've been wrong before, I'll be gonna be wrong again. That's okay. I'm used to being wrong. I'm married. Not that getting married is a wrong thing to do. Sometimes they're just more right. Not that I'm wrong, they're just more right. All right, that's on. Let's bring this, I don't know what that is. A little single wire, looks like it plugs into something. And you guys know what that is. Drop me a comment down there, would you? Because I'd like to know what that is too. I had a wrench here, where'd it go? Right here, it's right in front of me on the tire. Right there. It's 3/8 socket. This goes into plastic on the tank. Now, the night I picked this up, it was last Friday night. Today's Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. The guy said he just had it running. But because this is broken, it's just been sitting in his yard. He's sick of it just sitting in his yard. So I picked it up for the grand total of $20. $20. Of course, I'd rather get it for free. But the guy wants $20, I'll give him $20. It wasn't that far away. He was probably 10 minutes from my house. Maybe 15 at the most. Super nice guy. Super nice guy. He was a carpenter. I've seen some of his work on his Facebook page. He does really good work. But he should if he's a carpenter, right? I'd love to be able to hire a carpenter. For what, I don't know, but just because I ain't got no time, because I'm in the weeds all the time. Hey, the sun's coming out. My dog up there, laying on the deck, just chilling. He's probably tired. He's old. He's listening to me. He's looking. He's got, get that one eye open. You talking about me? Is he breathing? Yeah, he's breathing. He's got a mad case of separation anxiety when I leave the premises. But he must feel content being that close to me. If I just let him out here in the driveway without being tied up, he'll go on an adventure. And we can't have that. Because cars, he doesn't know to look both ways. And this is the leash law thing, all right, so that's back on. Fuel tank's on. We're gonna get this. Should we see if it runs? The guy said it ran. He said he had it running. Gas doesn't smell brand new, but it smells like gas. Let's see. Bring up the throttle. We'll choke it. Turn the gas on. Give her a couple primes. Ooh, why we got smoke coming out of here? Is that a bad head gasket? Could be a bad head gasket. Did you see that? And it sounded like puff puff over here. It certainly is. It's got a bad head gasket. Will it run now? Let's see if it's just loose. Maybe we can tighten that. A 1/2 inch. And it is. I was right again today. I don't remember what the first thing was. But... oh, that thing is super loose. How many are loose? Oh, yeah. Three. That's crazy. 3 so far. I might be here a while. We better sit down. 4. 5. 6. Can I get that one? 7. 8. They were all loose. Talk about losing your head almost, huh? Talk about almost losing your head. All the head bolts were loose. Now the gasket might still be blown out. But this being loose, these being loose is not good. Break, don't snap. Now, upon closer observation, I'll bring you in. Ready? Do you see what I see? Right in here, up against the motor, those fins, kind of sooty black. That's like telltale signs right there. Telltale signs of what, you say? Telltale signs of what, you ask? Telltale signs of possible foul play. I've never seen a head just loosen up like that. But I'm sure it wasn't the carpenter, because there'd be nails in it, and there's no nails in it. Let's see if it runs now. We may have to order a head gasket. Yeah, it's still coming out of there. We need a head gasket. Then we shut the choke off. what I'm feeling here, maybe it doesn't need a head gasket. It looked like it was puffing smoke. I don't know if you saw that. Right now it's kind of steaming a little bit because there's water on the engine. But when I was pulling it over and it was going pop, 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 there was like wisps of smoke coming out. But I am not feeling, and I might not in this direction right here, puffing like pop, 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 pop. I'm not feeling that. What I'm feeling is the air cooling of the flywheel fins blowing that way, out this way. But it's steady. It's not, it's just blowing. The only way to really determine it is to look up on the internet what the compression spec should be for one of these, and take the good old compression tester and see if it's correct. The other way, there is another way, and that is to remove the engine shroud, gas tank again, lift the head off, and visually inspect it. Which one do we want to do? First, let's look up, I guess the easiest would be first look up, see if we can look up the compression specs. So, we'll be back in a moment here, because I need my filming device, which doubles as my internet portal. All right, so the internet says 90 to 110. If it's an older one, it may have a compression release thingamajiggy, and it could be 60 to 80. Obviously, it has enough to run. But I'm just curious to see, because all 8 were loose. It still ran like that, though. This plug is very dirty. Not only on, I think the, one side's rusty, the other side's black from soot, from those head gasket, from the head bolts being loose. Is this the right one? I don't know why they make this thing so long. Okay, we're bottomed out at 0. Is this thing no good? We've got a grand total of 30 PSI, maybe 32. How can it run with 30? How? I say, how? Am I doing this right? Do I need to open up? I don't want it to start. It's not going to start. There's no spark plug in there. To open up the throttle. Oh yeah, we got more now. We're up to 60. You know what? Let's hook up the electric start and see what that does. This is a fine cord we have here. We do have new ones, but this one works. When I plug the other end in, it will. All right, you ready? We're at 0 again. If the starter doesn't work, we're gonna cut. I like what I see. We're over 120. We're at like, why is this thing fall? Oh, you just have to wipe the outside. Let's do that again. All right. Can you see it? You get that on the big screen at home? Here we go, ready? It looks like that's maxed out right there. What's the reading? I can't see it. I see the needle, but I can't read the numbers. Just shy. Let's see, that's 30, that's 60, that's 90, 120. It's about 128. I think that's good. I would say that head gasket, good. We don't need to replace it. Good, now we can move on to welding the handlebar. I love you, compression tester. I love you. All right. Oh, I probably gotta go get that motor. I've gotta go 17 minutes away. There's a guy giving away a Kohler, an older Kohler 1-cylinder engine. So like a Craftsman lawn tractor. Comes with the exhaust and everything. I have one, came off a John Deere STX 38 or something. Kid gave me a video of it running, but it's missing a few things like the air cleaner cover. I want that, and it comes with that. So I'm gonna shoot over there and grab that, and then we will be back. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna try to repair this. That's supposed to go up there, connect onto here, this onto there. It's kind of thin. I mean, we'll see what we can do. I don't know if it's gonna be like bolting something on and welding it, or just welding it. Let's see what happens. Do you ever start a video, like think you started recording and you start talking, and you realize you never pressed record? It happens. So I took the handlebar off of the snowblower, 1/2, and I broke the other piece that broke off of it. And it fits together pretty well, like a puzzle piece. We need to clean the paint off of it. And is that another crack right there? Clean the paint off of it and see if we can weld it. The handle of the vise. Do both sides, so we got to clean up this side too. And we need somewhere to clamp the ground on, so let's just go down here. Should be good, right? Let's roll this snowmobile over here a little bit. Give us some room. Gotta get moving on this too. Get the engine there. We're gonna get to this. I know my brother's probably watching going, why is there a tarp on there? What are you using as a workbench? Not a workbench, just a storage bench. But don't you worry, brother. We're gonna get that together soon. Just trying to make some room here. Don't do that. This welder, you lift it up, it opens up like a clamshell. Get that little button that comes through the hole to lock it on. And every now and then, you lift it up, it wants to open up. I say every now and then, but it seems like every time. It's got some weight to her there, because it's a welder. This is the ground. That should be good right there, clamped on. Take the power cord. Let's see, we got good power source here. We got power. What's going on this end? It's a little dirty. How am I going to hold that on there? Am I going to be able to clamp that on? You think? Maybe. Oh, right there I can. Because that, yeah, that's going to work out well. There's a spot right on the edge of the puzzle piece. One side goes under, it goes under this, so I'll be able to clamp right to it like that, and it'll hold it there with some needle nose vice grips. Probably regular vice grips would do the same trick. Now let's try this. Let's go like this. Trying to push it away. Or is that not very tight? Okay. We've got a gap to fill. Can I get it a little closer? It goes closer if I push it closer, but when I clamp this on, oh, that's good right there. I was clamping it on, it wants to push it apart. I want it kind of close with a little gap. Where's the good helmet? Is there a helmet there? Somebody's used it. All right, it darkened somehow. When I look up and, nope. Gotta turn it on. And it didn't go on. There we go. I don't know if the setting is correct, because I really don't know how to weld. I've melted metal with this before and stuck metal pieces to another metal piece, but I'm not a professional welder by any sense of the term. We're on minimum. There's minimum max, there's on off minimum max, and then 0 through 10 for the wire feed speed. We are on 4 for a speed. Let's try minimum first, see what happens. Let's take a look around, see if there's any gas products near us. And there are. Let's just move this out of the way. I have no intentions of burning today or dying, especially the day before Thanksgiving. Right before the holidays, not a good time to die. For the family anyways. Not a good time for them. Not a good time for them if I die right before the holidays. Hopefully it's not a good time anytime for them, for me to die. That looks like I melted metal and it's sticking. It's holding. We're gonna go a little bit further here. I did not weld the vice grips to the piece yet. Not a lot of slag. I don't need to be hammering it off. Maybe I do, but like I said, I'm not a professional welder. So this is what we got. This is what we're dealing with here. Can't see what it looks like. See, took them off. It's holding. It's holding. Now I could get this welded on both sides, put it right back on the machine, and it not be a strong weld. You might move it and it just snaps off again. But we're gonna do the best we can. What happened there? A lot of wire came out. We lost connection somehow. Now there's about 3 inches sticking out here. I don't know if I can, not sure if that's allowed in the welding world, but we're gonna try it. Nope, came right off. Not sure if that's how you do it, but that's how I do it. We're gonna turn this up to max. Maybe we're gonna get a little more heat out of it with some more penetration. Don't know what that did. Maybe we'll turn the speed down some. Turn it down to a little under 3. Nope. That didn't do nothing. Wasting a lot of wire here. Why does it do that? There we go. Oh, maybe the speed is too slow? Turn up just a half. And then a brush. Oh, I like that. That might be too much heat. We might have to turn it back down. That was kind of like burning, making a bigger hole. Now, when I weld, there are no rows of dimes laying down. I'm not sure how you get that. Maybe it's a different kind of welder. This is just a Chicago electric, you know, from it's a Flux 125. It's like model 63582 from Harbor Freight. Well, that looks better. Stay up there. There's got to be knobs on the side, right? I can tighten that knob. And probably this knob. Oh, this one's loose over here. Now. Oh, that's harder. There we go. Okay. I want to build up some metal on here. That is certainly ugly looking. Looks better when you shine it up with the brush though. I mean, we're only doing one side here. We didn't even get to the other side yet. Should I, I think there's a little crack right there. Let's see if we can get that. Nope. Calm down, calm down. I can hear all you welders out there yelling at me. Calm down. Yes, I have welding gloves. They're in the welding cabinet. You know what I don't have on? Is my sneakers with the little net on the top. You can't see through it, but I'll tell you, when one of those sparks goes down, you feel it. Go right through your sock, through your sneaker, through your sock. You know. don't know about you, but I think that looks beautiful. You want a close look at this side? Let me unplug the phone here for a second. Charging you up. Isn't that beautiful? Wait till we paint it. It's going to look even better. Let's turn this around. And get this side now. That's stronger than it was. Give her a quick brushing. Kind of missing it. It's following the crack. I'm on the, like, picture a river. I'm right on the shoreline. I'm not on the water, so to speak. I give you welders credit though, because you really can't see much with the welding mask on. Completely missed. Again, right on the edge. We're all around it. Now we're on the other side of the river. Now we got to get right in the middle. Did that do it? So close. So close. We did it. We bridged the gap. Almost done. That's beautiful. It really is. Come on in for a look. Where is it? Where is it? All right there. Can you see that? Isn't it beautiful? Not really, but the general purpose is there. The melting of the metal. So, I think I'm going to turn this. And see if we got every side. It looks like I could use some right there. Do I want to use a file? Maybe a file, huh? Files can take a long time. It's a farmer's weld is what it is. It's a farmer's weld. I mean, at least that's what I picture a farmer's weld looking like. Maybe they probably can weld better than I guess not. I don't know. We'll look that up online too. Let's continue filing this. I think it's plenty strong. Still plenty hot too. We're gonna finish filing this down, make it look a little better. We'll find some paint that almost matches. Probably not. We'll find something, you know, blend it in. All right. I'm not gonna go crazy filing it down because that's just removing a lot of the metal. So it seems pretty strong. Plenty strong. Plenty strong. I don't know what color paint we have. Do we have gray? Thought I had a gray. Oh, we have a gray. That's too light. How about this one? That's a little closer, huh? Cannot open the can. There we go. Give her a little shaky shake. You gotta cover the spot where I cleaned the paint off so that welder was ground. We tested on the bench. Oh yeah, it looks like the same color, just a little different. Now we don't want any of this dirty stuff over here getting paint on it. So we're just gonna put this bag there. That color is way off. Do you have anything better than that? I think black would be better. I just don't want it to. Okay. Now we'll give that about 20 seconds to dry. And then put it back on. Gonna run down the basement, see if I have a... All right, I brought the snowblower into the garage because it's dark outside now. And I noticed something when I stood it up on its face. This hose, can you see that? That hose, the breather hose from the crankcase, was on the little, I don't know what you call it, on the fuel bowl, the little bleeder plunger. Not supposed to be there. But I can, you know, if you don't know, you're like, where's that go? It must go there. But no, it does not. But it's off now. And I also see on this side, the handlebar is also cracking. So we're gonna have to weld this one too. But let's get this one back on first. I'm gonna put this one back on. Why don't the bolts fit through? Oh, they do. You gotta thread them through. There we go. that nut. We're gonna have to spin the bolt. We got this here. It's like a control rod. So we go into this handle, come down and onto this. But that needs to be lifted up somehow. Probably should have put that on first. Oh. Well, let's just make this easy on me. This threaded rod here, I can just take it off, hook it on, and then put it back together. I don't know what size it is, but I think it's this size and this size. I was right. Why do I do things the hard way? I don't know. It's probably like a 3/8, maybe 5/16. Hook that in there, like that. All right, let's see what size that is. Is this it? It is. 3/8. All right, let's get a nut driver. Because it is a nut, and we're going to drive it right up there, back to that adjustment spot that it was at. And then we'll just give it a little crank with this, you know? Tighten it up. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so these are tight, those are tight. That does something. That brings the drive disc up to, the friction disc I should say, up to the drive wheel. You don't believe me? You want to see? You ready? It's not much. That's all it needs. Now, do you believe me? Sometimes you guys are, I don't know. Don't believe me. Come on. Same thing on this side. We're going to take that off. It's not broken. It's just compromised. Oh, it is broken up here. I wonder if we can fix that. Yowza. We're going into impossible territory here. We don't know where that went. It went down in there somewhere, into the belly. Yeah, look at this. See that crack? I'm gonna have to strengthen that up. I wish I had a cameraman to do all this cameraing for me. Yeah, I got my safety squints on. Need the helmet, shield of vision. We used to use this thing right here on a stick, like a paint stick, and it's got a little bungee cord. You'd wrap that around your head and put that on like that. No good. Better than nothing. But I gotta say that this setup is the, what do they say, the cat's meow? Who says that? I don't know. Who says the cat's meow? All right, is the welder plugged in? No, we unplugged it. Let's plug it back in. Turn it on. It's on. What'd we do wrong there? You can't even see me. You know what? Let's put it right on the welder. All right, what did we do wrong there? We need a place to ground it. Nice try, but you missed. You got the end of it. If you remember in the beginning, when we welded the other one, it's doing the same thing. We're on the side of the river. Oh, it's brand new. From the factory. Brand new. What's up? Ready? Let me just check this other side quick. Let me be right in. There's a few more cracks here. I gotta go in. Dinner's ready. When the wife says dinner's ready, you go now. Oh. All right, don't want to push my luck. Don't want my dinner to be cold. All right, trying to find the nut. One of the nuts from the inside that fell down in there. I don't know where it is. Did it go into the belt housing? It must have, because it ain't up here. And it ain't down. Oh, there it is right there. It's on the friction disc. Right in front of me the whole time. Now, this was the difficult one of how am I going to get that on there? You remember that one? This thing? You remember this thing? Okay, so maybe we're just going to do this. We're going to take this back out. Just twist it on me. Take the bolt out, put it there. Okay. Nope. This way. Come on. Are you able to do this? Yeah, we can do this. This way, then this way, just like that. Then we go over this side. That's not it, is it? Maybe it is. All right, now we're getting somewhere. How many times am I going to drop this nut, you think? Let's get the ratchet ready. Now we'll do this one. Need some new ratchets. More modern ratchets. I don't even know if I can get this thing lined up back in here. Okay, maybe I can. Let's not go crazy here. Maybe weld that. That was a maybe weld, not JB weld. Belts look good. It's got a brake pad on it. Really good shape. It's a high quality machine, the Simplicity.
Simplistic?
It's very simplistic, yes.
I love a simplistic simplicity.
I don't know why he only used, you can tell by the friction disc that he only used some of it. See, the inner part, the outer part, not so much. I wonder why.
You didn't have her wide open. You weren't feeding her the beans. You weren't letting her eat. Oh, that's not really convenient.
No, this thing needs an adjustment of some sort. I'm gonna have to look at that. All right, so we got the cover back on. That shifter lever did not need any adjustment. It's going from forward to reverse, no problem. So it's missing a lot of screws on the belly pan, so we're gonna just put a couple in here. maybe. There we go, there's one. Put one more in. Self tappers. Move that over a little bit. All right, belly pan's back on. We're gonna bring it back down. All right, let's bring it back down to ground level. Put it on its wheels. Wow, those handlebars are so sturdy now. Super sturdy. I like that. Does the chute work? And the chute doesn't work. Why doesn't the chute work? There we go. Does work. What is that, a nail? A screw? Oh, that just holds that up, huh? Why does this not turn? I think I'm going to break that if I try it with some channel locks, some pliers. And I don't want to break that. Did you hear the crack? That's spinning around the nut in there. Where'd that flashlight go? It's right here. That's not a nut. Huh. It's cracking now. Maybe we're done with that? You want to be able to adjust that. That's just breaking it. That's just breaking it. What are my other options here? What's on that one out back? pump up the tires. Turn the gas on. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. What is going on here? That's gas. All right, this thing is not ready to sell. Why is gas pouring out of the crankcase? All right, it's a couple days later. Back to working on this. I think what I'm gonna do is this. See on the floor, the pieces of paint. I mean, that stuff just comes right off so easily. So we're gonna peel off what we can, get all the loose stuff off. We're gonna scrape this sticker off because it says simplicity right there, and that's all the people need to know. I'm gonna paint the front of this with the closest paint we can find. It looks like this. You might say that looks red, but I think somebody switched the cap because it's actually gloss orange red. And yes, it is heat paint, but it's the best we could do on short notice. Believe it or not, the actual paint number for this is down there somewhere. If you take that paint number and look it up, I looked it up last night. It's $55.99 for a spray paint, that size can of the actual Simplicity Orange. And that's kind of crazy. So we're just gonna go as close as we can just to make it look better, you know, because the metal's still solid. It just needs to be not so rusty looking.
Oh, I got more shop towels too.
So what we're gonna do here, we gotta get way down low. I don't like this chair, it's too high.
Don't jump behind you.
Start by just taking a razor blade. Probably gonna have to get the heat gun just to soften up the glue on this sticker, this decal, decal for my Canadian friends. And I'll let you take that off. We're gonna speed it up because I don't want to bore you with the process. Alright, got all the decal off here, what was left of it. Now we're going to get the Y wheel and grind her all down. Get all the loose stuff off. Alright, coming in here. Take off all the loose stuff. Better, much better, much better. This here is non-adjustable. It's just loose on there because the carriage bolt is just married to the nut inside, and this is just going to break. So I'm going to cut it off, get a wing nut for there, and then it'll be functional. Then you can use it, tighten it up wherever you want it. Right now, you cannot tighten that. perfect. Woohoo! That is hot, hot, hot. We knew that though. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew that going into this.
Here we go. Oh, wasn't that?
It was hot. I think it's the same size as the other one. I can take the cool one. And it's a little smaller.
Was it hotter than Megan Fox in 2004?
So we're gonna cool this off. We're gonna cool that off, and then go get one at the store. I just want to catch you guys up to speed. You know, the snowblower. While the paint was drying, I don't know if I told you. I don't think I told you. I'm gonna tell you now. This thing, the other day when I started it up, you know, it was running good. We tightened down all the head bolts because they were super loose. Well, after that, I was running it, and it started just. This line right here, coming off the crankcase, the breather, was gushing out oil with gas in it because the gas must have ran right through the carburetor. It decided to open the needle valve somehow and just run right through into the oil, fill up the crankcase. And when I fired it up, I thought there was a hole in the side of the block. I was like, what is going on here? And it was coming out that hose. So I decided, well, I mean, it was running, but then it did that. Something must have got stuck on the needle valve. Got to take the carb apart. The carb was pretty clean, but you know, just went through it just to be sure. You know. Got the suction. So we're gonna try it again. We got a new spark plug. Where is it? Right there. We got a new spark plug. We're gonna put new oil in it because we had to drain all the oil out. I mean, most of it came out anyways, but it was a mess. So I left it for a couple of days, and now we're back at it. I'm gonna throw this on. I already posted it for sale. The paint's drying. It's still tacky. But we got a big storm coming in Monday or Tuesday. It's supposed to be like a foot of snow. And today is Friday. So I got to get this thing up and running, usable, functional, like brand new, not brand new, but does the same thing as a new one. It's all tuned up, you know, clean carb, new plug. We just went over that, you know, new oil. The belts are good. I checked them. I saw them with my own eyes. The tires hold air. What else?
Ray Charles, so I don't know how, like...
What are you saying?
You are like Ray Charles, so if he says he saw him, take it for what it's worth.
I'm Ray Charles. I can see when I'm close up, fella, okay? We're going to whip this back together, fire it up. We're going to throw some oil in it first before we fire it up because there's zero oil in it right now. And we'll be back. Stay tuned. All right, we got the carburetor back on. We got the cover back on. We're about to put some oil in it. Gotta look up the proper amount. All right, we got it running. She did not want to run. She's only running on full choke. think so?
It's wet again.
Crank it down a little bit. So in conclusion, I think the Simplicity snowblower is all done. It's got new oil, new spark plug. We cleaned the carb. It was a little finicky on startup. I don't know why. It would only run on choke, but then all of a sudden it would run off a choke, you know, with the choke shut off. So it starts up and does all the snowblower things. I think it's, we even put a new one of these on there. She's ready to go. Send her down the road. Bye-bye, new home. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something here. I know I learned all about this one, you know. It had broken handlebars. You had to weld those on both sides. Welded that side. The handlebars are super firm now. Came in, that side was broken, that side was cracked. Super firm now. And hopefully someone can use it. We got a big storm coming in, and I'd like to see it get some use. I got one right there that I'll be using. Hopefully someone can use this. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you really like what you see, please like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. You got any questions about your snowblower? Why it won't run? Comment to me and see if we can get her fixed up for you. Until next time.